Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing a handful of games from college football week 14 right now with Indian Cowboy from DocSports.com. This week, Indian Cowboy took 4 games that I asked him to cover. Tough games. Indian Cowboy's been knocking them down, though, with some awesome analysis. We'll see what he has to say right now about LSU, Texas A&M. Indian Cowboy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having us, Pete.
All right, IC, thanks so much for covering all these games with the tough lines. You're the kind of experienced handicapper who, I really would want to hear your opinion on when it comes to games like these. And just tell everyone about what you do at DocSports.com and highlight your long-term history of success at that site.
Yeah, we're doing really well at DocSports. Obviously, we were #1 in the country last year in the NBA and all the monitoring services. It's our best sport, 94 and 62 at 60% for plus 12,890. Combine that with our huge success in college basketball historically. We went 81 and 55 in 2011, not to mention 65 and 45 last year at about 58% for plus 4,500 combined. We were #1 in the country at 156, 103 for 59% and plus 17,310. Combine with that with the daily videos that we do, which are really popular, which we've now hit 61% for all those who subscribe to us on YouTube, 61% for 2.5 years. And then obviously we come off a really nice selection, big selection on the Eagles, 7-star on this weekend over the Titans. So between the NBA, college basketball, and football and hockey, 26 and 17 to start the year, things have been really good for us, and the daily comp videos. So those are the 4 things that are basically going for us here.
Unreal. Okay, that's a great record there, Indian Cowboy. Well, LSU, Texas A&M, this is a tricky one. Texas A&M right now, a 3-point home underdog. The total is 50.5, and Texas A&M lost at home as a favorite to Missouri in their last game, and that puts them now at 1-6 against the spread over their last 7 games. So Texas A&M, completely not getting it done against the spread. And LSU was in a tough spot last week. They got shut out at Arkansas, but before that, they had been a great bet. They had been 7-3 against the spread before their last loss, and that included the overtime game at Alabama, which they lost against the spread, but the game went to overtime, and they were a 6.5-point dog in that one. So LSU in general has been outperforming their spreads this year, and they're just coming off of sort of one game that was a bad spot for them. The one asterisk here, though, is that on the road, LSU's record gets a little bit less heady. They're just 1-2 against the spread in their 3 road games this year, and the 2 ATS losses were by a mile. The 1 ATS win was just a 3-point win as a 1.5-point favorite. But maybe that would be, if they get a 3 or 4-point win here, that's enough to get a cover. And Texas A&M again, absolutely getting slaughtered by their spreads recently. What's your take on this game, Indian Cowboy?
No, I think you're spot on. Keep in mind that, first of all, Les Miles doesn't lose many games in general. For all the heat that he takes in LSU, he doesn't lose a lot of games. And the fact that this team has now lost 4 games, and they come off back-to-back losses on top of that, the pressure is going to be immense for him to produce here. The pressure is not that much on A&M because they're kind of rebuilding in a lot of ways, especially with their quarterback situation. But keep in mind that LSU has consistently beat A&M. Their physicality is very strong. Les Miles preaches physicality more than anything else. They do more physical one-on-one altercations than probably any other team in the country. He really believes in winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, so to speak. LSU's beat them 34-10 last year. Prior to that, A&M had revenge, but they still lost them 19-24. A&M had revenge again, and they still lost 41-24. So LSU has consistently beat this team by double-digit margins, except for that 5-point win on the road. But I think this is going to be very similar to 2012. It's going to be a tight game, but we like LSU here. LSU comes out back-to-back losses. That tough loss to Alabama. They were hungover at Arkansas, but Arkansas, of course, was playing really well, which is not good for Missouri, who will play them soon. But keep in mind that LSU, having lost back-to-back losses, not even scoring any points against Arkansas, and the motivation that they have coming into this game is very strong. And sure, Texas A&M played really well against Mizzou, losing only 27-34. But if Mizzou can do this, LSU can certainly do this coming off back-to-back loss. And keep in mind that for whatever reason, the Aggies are 0-8 coming off a bye week as well. 0-8 ATS coming off a bye week. The Tigers, to their credit, are 5-2 coming off a straight-up loss, and also 5-2 coming off the bye week as well, ATS.
Indian Cowboy like an LSU -3 over Texas A&M. Thanks so much, IC.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.